topic off the field. We got some others as well, but the big thing, the other thing that came out of the OSSAA, was that last week? It had to be last week.
Last Tuesday?
Yeah, last Tuesday. Emails were sent out to schools about the House Bill 1732, which stems with the streaming of playoff games. Obviously, in the regular season, schools can stream games on their platforms however they feel pleased. And then the OSSAA has a contract with the NFHS Network, like very many other states do. I think the NFHS Network is in 46 of the 50 states. I think that's right. Yep. And so the NFHS Network and the OSSAA have a contract that says the network will broadcast the playoffs. If they don't broadcast the playoffs, then the schools are allowed to do that. And there was a bill passed, House Bill 1732, and so the author of that bill was Representative Moore out of Clinton. And before he was in his seat, Harold Wright was in his seat. And Harold Wright owns a lot. I'm just being transparent here. Harold Wright owns a lot of radio stations in western Oklahoma. Obviously did not like the rule that's in place that the NFHS Network has the first rights and refusal to the playoffs. And he wanted his streaming services, his platforms, to be able to stream those state championship games, which they can. They just can't, not just him, but everybody.
Video.
They cannot do video. They can do live audio, but can't do video. But I think within 24 or 48 hours, you can you can record in video and then broadcast it a little bit later on. Yeah. And so Representative Moore went through all the committees. And just a real quick side note on this. I watched the state legislature closer than most, which is not bragging by any means, but the way this specific bill, in the big scheme of Oklahoma, it's a very small deal because it's not insurance, it's not life, and this is high school streaming. Right. So, but the way it goes through committee, within 35 seconds, there's 5 yes votes, 0 no votes, and then it goes to the next committee and they talk for 84 seconds, and there's no talking about it. Just passes. It passes, and it passed unanimous all over. Which my one example I would say is college football. Exactly, and all college athletics, they have a ESPN, and we always hear ESPN has spent billions of dollars on the playoffs. CBS spends billions of dollars.
Fox spent for the Big billions of dollars for years for Super Bowl.
And so that means Sooner Sports, like if OU softball is in a state national championship, Soonersports.com cannot go stream the game because there's a contract with ESPN who spent billions. The same way, the NFHS Network has spent hundreds of thousands of dollars for those rights. So that's the comparison I would have on it. And I get the other side that, students want to broadcast, and there's not very many students, but there are a lot of students involved.
Kids and veterans, that's what everybody trots out when they want something.
Yeah.
Kids and veterans. Yeah.
So, but throughout the entire process, I stayed off. I was watching from afar with social media, and but it came out last week. The OSSAA let the schools know that there is a current contract with the NFHS Network that runs through 2033. So the way it's been in place in the past will remain that way through 2033. And just because there's a law that goes into effect immediately, there's a contract in place.
Still a contract.
So that is the way it is there. And, a lot of people are going to have their opinions on that, and that's fine. I would just say the NFHS Network does allow, they're there for game day cheer. They're there for swimming state. They're there for
cheerleading.
Cheerleading. They're there for all
swimming.
sports. And I certainly, I'm not pinpointing one cross country. There's a lot of radio stations that are not going to stream the swimming state championship.
Right.
Where the NFHS Network tries to cover they do cover everything. Yeah. They can't do golf. They can't do tennis. They're working on it. But if that goes away, then some of those sports aren't going to get covered. And to be honest with you, before the NFHS Network, there was TV coverage, but the TV companies, the big ones, only wanted to do 6A and 5A state championships. They didn't care about 3A or 2A or 4A.
Sure didn't care about A or B.
Or A or B. And that's just one example and they're not going to cover all the state basketball championships. Right. And if there's 2 schools that don't have the coverage, then no one's going to be covering those games. And if you're the OSSAA, every single the 6A1 state championship, it's is important as it is for the cheer. So those parents are different. And no one's going to be covering state cheer the right way.
Right.
So I'm not saying, I understand everybody wants to do the state championship. And, Guthrie was in a state championship game last year, and we weren't on Guthrie News page.
Right.
So anyway.
Semis, we weren't on Guthrie News
correct,
page.
yeah, because the network
has the rights.
Has the rights to everything.
Well, they have the rights to everything, but in the first and second round, people are more than welcome to stream it. If the NFHS does not want that game, they are more than welcome to pay a fee to broadcast that game, as who they are, whatever school they come from.
Irish Homer making Meatball pay for NFHS is dumb.
I got that one. So that's
all right.
You got the ESPN app. If you want to watch, if I want to watch OU and Illinois State, guess what? I had to buy the ESPN app. I had to pay money for that.
Yeah.
YouTube TV, I got to pay for that. If I want to listen to music that I like and that I care about, I have an Amazon Music subscription. Same thing, Apple Music. There's no difference there. Meemaw has to buy that stuff too. If I got to buy it, everybody's got to buy it.
Well, I would simply say that, it's, what is it, $10, $11?
I think it's 13, 12.
13
I think someone would times 13.
You can cancel it at the end of the month. You can watch every
You cancel right away and you still get the whole month.
You can watch every state championship game that's played for less than what you'd pay for, or basically the same what you'd pay for one ticket.
For one ticket, correct.
If you go to the football game, and there's people like us, we'll watch every single game there is to be played.
There's a lot of people who do that. Yeah.
And there's tons. I've learned that. There's tons of people there. If you go and pay your ticket, which I think is close to $15, they're going to clear the stadium. You have to pay another $15. Well, if you pay $13, you get, if the network does the semifinal games, plus every single state championship game. Yep. And don't even get started in the state basketball tournament because every single game is streamed, every single state championship. You can pay $13, whatever it is, for 1 month.
Watch how many basketball games?
100 and something.
An insane amount of games. Yeah.
So, but
Meemaw needs to suck it up.
It's not a ripoff. It's definitely not a ripoff.
So, okay, that's all the stuff off the field that we wanted to get on here. I just wanted to get that. Again, we try to talk everything on and off the field as much as we can here on the High School Huddle. By the way, our title sponsor is Red River Roofing. Big thank you to them. Phil.
Red River, thank you. Says thank you, Phil.
Yeah, I'm a customer.
You're a customer.
A customer. I encourage everybody to reach out to Red River. We're excited and got getting our whole exterior of our home, all new soffit, all new fascia, all new guttering, all new siding. We're real excited about it. It's cool. So they do a great job, and we were treated exceptionally well. So.
And I guess real quickly to go back, full transparency, I do help the NFHS Network with production, and I'm not contracted with the OSSAA. I'm contracted with the NFHS Network. So full transparency, I do help with production and assignment and all that stuff.
I think it's important. We call a lot of games with NFHS for the state championships and
Oklahoma and Texas.
Right, Oklahoma and Texas. But so, listen, there's been a rule change. It's effective in 8 years, 7 years?
Yeah, 2033.
8 years?
33, 34 schools.
In 8 years, this is what I'll tell everybody. If you can stream, but you're still going to have to pay the OSSAA a fee, and they're getting ready to lose a significant amount of revenue that a larger corporation was paying. So you're not just going to be able to stream for free. I mean, so hang on, because I promise you it's not going to be $12 to stream it. So, and we know that side of it. I mean, for years you paid X amount of money to be on radio.
Yeah.
I mean, so none of these things are free, and I think that's one thing that I know there's a misconception, at least where we call games throughout the regular season, that they don't realize some of the expenses that go into doing those kind of things. So,
well, I encourage everybody to spend their $13. October 11th, me and Chris will be at the Bricktown Ballpark calling the state championship games on the NFHS Network. So there's a good chance to see some real good baseball.
Wait, I didn't get invited.
Yeah, you're never invited.
Yeah, the same thing with state softball, same time. So you can spend $13, get all the state baseball and softball state championship games. Every softball game will be streamed.
Yeah.
So
you could have eased into that.
Sorry.
And for baseball, fall baseball, for example, the NFHS Network, I think will pick up only the state championship game. Therefore, schools can broadcast the first and second rounds of those games, and those schools can still do a live audio. I know friends who have streaming platforms for multiple schools, and they get thousands upon thousands of viewers for their live. So if there's a free option out there, those schools who do that, and then they turn around 24 hours and put the video up there. So I get it. I understand it all. So.